Hey, Lions Nation! We're back with another exclusive video bringing you all the latest news about our beloved Detroit Lions. Before we get started, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel so you never miss anything about the team. Now, let's get into the news. The Detroit Lions have turned the NFL upside down by bringing back tight end TJ Hockenson, and the move feels like a statement that this franchise is officially done playing small. This isn't just another signing. It's a reunion years in the making, the moment where unfinished business becomes a mission. Hockenson left Detroit as a talented player searching for his full potential, and now he's coming back as one of the most complete tight ends in football. Stronger, smarter, and more confident, he steps into a locker room that finally mirrors his mentality: hungry, focused, and ready to win. For quarterback Jared Goff, this is the moment he's been waiting for. Their chemistry was already electric in the past, but now both are at a point in their careers where they know exactly who they are. Goff has the poise and command of a veteran, and Hockenson brings the versatility that makes an offense unpredictable. Together again, they can take this Lions attack from efficient to unstoppable. Hockenson's ability to move across formations changes everything. Put him tight on the line, and he'll punish defenders in the run game. Line him in the slot, and he'll shred zone coverage. Move him wide, and suddenly you've got a mismatch nightmare for any defensive back. It's this flexibility that offensive coordinator Ben Johnson is planning to unleash. Insiders say new play designs revolve around Goff and Hockenson's old connection: timing routes, quick reads, and red zone dominance. Defenses now have an impossible task. If they double Hockenson, Amon-Ra St. Brown gets open. If they focus on the receivers, Hockenson owns the middle. Add the Lions' strong running game into the mix, and every play becomes a guessing game. But beyond the X's and O's, this move symbolizes something deeper. The Lions have shifted from a team searching for respect to one demanding it. Dan Campbell's culture of intensity and accountability has transformed the entire organization. Every player on that roster now believes they can take down anyone, anywhere. And with Hockenson back in blue and silver, that belief turns into conviction. He's not just a playmaker, he's a tone setter. His work ethic, leadership, and quiet drive make everyone around him better. Players respect him because he doesn't need to talk big, he just delivers. When the announcement dropped, Detroit fans erupted. Social media was flooded with emotion, pride, excitement, relief. People called it unfinished business, and that's exactly what it feels like. The city never truly moved on from Hockenson, and now the story has come full circle. Facing the Minnesota Vikings, the team that once took him away, will be emotional, a chance to show the league what Detroit lost and what they've regained. Every yard, every catch in those games will mean more than points on the board. It'll be a message of redemption. Around the league, analysts are already calling this the most dangerous version of the Lions in decades. With an elite offensive line, a creative play caller, and now a Pro Bowl tight end back in the mix, Detroit finally has all the tools to challenge for a title. What makes it more special is that it doesn't feel like hype, it feels earned. Every piece of this rebuild has been built on toughness, patience, and belief. Now those pieces fit together perfectly. Jared Goff stands as the leader who has weathered doubt and come out stronger. Hockenson returns as the trusted weapon who can elevate him even higher. Together, they represent what Detroit football has become: disciplined, fearless, and relentless. Inside Ford Field, the energy has changed. Fans aren't just hoping anymore, they're expecting greatness. The Lions have gone from being the league's punchline to a team that commands respect. And as TJ Hockenson walks back into that locker room, he's not coming home to the team he left. He's coming home to the team that's ready to make history. Before we move on, take a second to drop a like and subscribe. That way, you'll stay up to date with every exclusive Lions update. And you'll even have a chance to win an official Detroit Lions jersey. Let's keep going. The NFL world has been shaken to its core as Justin Jefferson, one of the most electrifying wide receivers in football, has officially been announced as the new #1 receiver for the Detroit Lions. Nobody saw this coming. The move that seemed impossible a few weeks ago has now become a reality, and it completely changes the balance of power in the NFC. Jefferson, long considered the face of the Minnesota Vikings, now crosses the division line to join their biggest rivals, creating one of the most shocking and emotional transfers in recent NFL history. The reaction around the league has been pure chaos. Fans are stunned. Analysts are scrambling to understand how Detroit pulled this off. And inside the Lions camp, there's a sense that something historic is happening. The front office, led by a fearless mentality, saw an opportunity to turn a great team into a contender for the Super Bowl, and they took it. Bringing Jefferson to Detroit isn't just about adding a star, it's about building a dynasty. For quarterback Jared Goff, this changes everything. He now has a target who can stretch the field, dominate double coverage, and make catches that defy physics. Goff has quietly evolved into one of the most reliable passers in the league, but now, with Jefferson on his side, he might have the chance to become something greater, the leader of the most explosive offense in football. The chemistry between them has already become the talk of training camp. Insiders say Goff and Jefferson have spent hours working together after practice, fine-tuning timing routes and deep throws. The results, according to those who've seen them, are nothing short of spectacular. Every throw seems to find Jefferson's hands like a magnet. Every route looks sharper, cleaner, more dangerous. It's the kind of connection that changes seasons, and in Detroit, they know it. The Lions were already a team on the rise, built on grit, unity, and determination under coach Dan Campbell. But with Jefferson stepping into the locker room, there's an entirely new level of energy. Players describe his presence as magnetic, his confidence contagious. He walks into the building like he's been there for years, fitting perfectly into a culture built around toughness and brotherhood. The thought of Jefferson and Amon-Ra St. Brown lining up together on opposite sides of the field is pure nightmare fuel for defensive coordinators. Double one, and the other will burn you. Leave them in single coverage, and you're finished. Add tight end Sam Laporta and running back Jahmyr Gibbs into the mix, and Detroit's offense becomes almost unfair. This isn't just another step forward. It's a leap into elite territory. Around the league, whispers are spreading that the Lions have quietly become the most balanced and complete roster in football. Offense, defense, coaching, leadership, everything is aligning at the perfect time. And now, with Justin Jefferson, they have the star power to match their substance. For Jefferson himself, this move marks a new chapter, one filled with purpose. After years of individual brilliance in Minnesota, he wanted more than numbers. He wanted a legacy. Sources close to him say he was drawn to Detroit's vision, the family atmosphere, and the belief that this team isn't just playing for respect, but for rings. He wanted to be part of something real, one insider said. He wanted to build, not just shine. That mentality fits perfectly with Dan Campbell's Lions, a team that has rebuilt its identity through sweat and loyalty. But make no mistake, this move has also lit a fire under the entire NFC North. The Vikings fan base is furious, feeling betrayed and heartbroken as their superstar joins the rival that's now poised to dominate the division. Social media has exploded with reactions, disbelief, anger, excitement, hope. Detroit fans are celebrating like they've won the Super Bowl, while Minnesota supporters can only watch in disbelief. The first matchup between the two teams this season is already being called Judgment Day. Every camera will be on Jefferson, every cheer and every boo echoing through the stadium as he faces the team that once called him their hero. But if there's one thing everyone knows about Justin Jefferson, it's that pressure fuels him. He lives for the spotlight, and he thrives in chaos. Those games will be personal, emotional, and unforgettable. Inside the Lions' locker room, players already talk about Jefferson's work ethic like it's legendary. He's the first on the field and the last to leave, always pushing for perfection. Rookie defenders have been quoted saying that practicing against him feels like facing a cheat code. It's that level of intensity that's beginning to shape the new identity of the Lions. Not just hardworking, but elite. Analysts across the country are struggling to find weaknesses in this roster now. The offensive line remains one of the best in football. The running game is powerful and consistent. And the receiving core, with Jefferson leading the way, is arguably the most complete in the league. Detroit has gone from being a feel-good story to a legitimate powerhouse, capable of challenging anyone, anywhere. The city itself has embraced this moment as more than football. It feels symbolic. Detroit, the city of resilience and rebirth, now has a team that reflects its soul. And Jefferson, with his swagger, talent, and heart, fits right into that story. You can feel it in the air. This isn't just a signing. It's the beginning of something special. A new era where the Lions are no longer chasing anyone. They are being chased. Justin Jefferson's arrival in Detroit is a thunderclap that signals to the rest of the league that the Lions are done waiting for their turn. Their time is now. The roar has never sounded louder, and the NFL is officially on notice. We bring you the latest Lions news every single day. So make sure you're subscribed, hit that like button, and turn on notifications so you don't miss a thing. And of course, drop a comment below with your thoughts on today's news. Your voice makes a difference for Lions Nation. See you in the next video.